Hi there, students. Motive and motif. Okay, these two words are very different. A motive is a reason for doing something. What was your motive for changing jobs? What was the motive for doing that? The reason behind it. And a motif is a little design that is repeated. Very often you have a piece of textile or a piece of paper or wallpaper, and it has a specific design, and this design is repeated again and again all over the piece of textile, the motif. So I had a beautiful piece of cloth with a botte motif all over it. Okay, so the motif is a design which is part of a decoration. It's part of an artistic pattern that is normally repeated again and again and again. And this is the motif, the idea or the theme that is repeated again and again. Now, it doesn't just have to be the motif in a decoration. It could be an idea or a theme. So, if you look at films, for example, there are several motifs that are repeated again and again in films. It's an idea or a theme that is repeated again and again. So perhaps the motif of ambition is something that is repeated regularly in different films, and or in different stories, that how someone is completely destroyed by ambition, by being too ambitious, and this is a motif. Or perhaps the motif of crime and punishment is something that is a recurring motif in various people's writings. Or the couple fall in love, they fall out of love and then they fall back in love again. That's the motif for many romantic films. Okay, so notice a motif is very, very different from a motive. A motive is a reason, the reason behind it. What is the motive for? Motive is talking about because. Yeah, why did you do it? What was explain the reason why. The motif. Sorry, the motive, not the motif. Yeah. Whereas the motif is a theme, an idea, a picture, a design that is repeated and repeated and repeated. So a motif, a dominant idea, a central theme that is repeated again and again. Yeah, a motive, maybe you only ever have this motive once. It doesn't need to be repeated. So what is the motive, the reason behind this, the reasoning, the need, the desire that causes a person to react in a certain way? Okay, so the motive, the reason behind something, the reasoning, the motivation, the rationale, the cause. Yeah. Whereas the motif, a pattern, a design. So the Rose of England is a motif that is repeated very often, or an idea that is used many times in a piece of writing or a story or something like that. And then the motive, the reason for doing it. Yeah. The police wanted to discover the motive why the murder had taken place. Okay, so motive versus motif. Let's see. The motive, 5 informality, use absolutely anywhere. Motif, 6 informality, use in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal writing. And then motive, the origin comes from Latin, from motivus, serving to move, motivum, motive, the cause, and motif, from French motif, or the main idea for something. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Motive or motif?